Hey y'all. So one thing that I realized, well, first of all, I'm on my way to a birthday party. I was invited to a birthday party, which is really nice. So that's where I'm heading eventually, soon. I'm realizing that the person that I had an issue with is also a narcissist. And the reason I say that is because he's starting to reveal who he is. A nice person, a healthy person is consistent. They're consistently a decent person. I'm not saying they're not capable of getting mad and saying, hey, now you're getting on my nerves. I'm not saying that. Anybody could get tired of you. Okay? But a nice person is going to want to talk through issues. They're going to want to discuss it calmly. If tempers are starting to rise, they'll probably say something like, babe, why don't we talk about this later, because we're both really heated right now, so let's just, why don't we go get some ice cream and try to literally and figuratively cool off, all right? That's what a healthy person's going to do. Someone who's toxic, who's not healthy, is going to do the love bombing. I'm the nicest person you've ever met in your life. And then you're going to realize they're the total opposite of that. Even if they get mad, they're not going to come out their neck and turn into a rattlesnake. That's not a healthy person. That's a toxic person pretending they're healthy. So in order for this individual who acts like he's the nicest person in the world, in order for him to come out of his neck and go off on me, go off on another person there might even be more people, who knows? That's a sign that that person's got some serious issues. Because consistency is the key when you're dealing with a nice person, a healthy-minded person. They're going to be, they're going to be consistently nice throughout the whole time. Not nice for 3 months, a week, 2 weeks, 6 months, a year. And then all of a sudden, rah! And you're going, what the? That's not a healthy person. That's a fucked up person. That's a toxic person. That's a toxic ass person. My friend was like, don't be getting in their financial business with him and her, the daughter and everything. I said, I didn't get into business. He's the one that kept telling me that she needed to go to work. She needs to go to work. She needs to go to work. She needs to go to work. He knows she's disabled. She was awarded disability because she's disabled. He don't care. And I think that's a fucking toxic shit right there. That's toxic. Because if you were a healthy parent, we're going to go there, god dang it. If you are a healthy parent and you're 70, 80 years old and, your kid's disabled and can't work, and you know that when you die, and there's a strong possibility, not always the case, but a strong possibility you'll die before them, you will make sure that if you're so worried about their finances, you wouldn't force them to go to work in spite of being disabled. You would make sure that you covered them when you died. Nobody would have to twist your arm to make you do that. You would do it. You would do it without asking. You would do it without discussion. You would tell your kid, hey, Billy Bob or Susie Sue or whoever, I know we didn't talk about this, and I know you don't want to talk about me leaving one day, dying. But if something ever happened to me, just know that I covered you in case something happens to me. You're financially straight. Because I know you're on disability. I know you're not making $1 million a month. And so I want to make sure that you're covered if something happens to me financially. And if you want to sell the house, then, to get more money, feel free. It's totally up to you, but you don't need to because I set you up. I set you up financially. You straight. A parent would do that without being pushed to do it or suggested to do it by someone else. The fact that he don't want to spend his precious money to get her a life insurance policy or to to make sure she's straight when he dies, he's pushing for her to make her own money. That tells you a lot. That tells you a lot. That's some toxic ass shit right there. That's toxic. And that could very well be the reason why she's getting into this guy real deep, so she can move the hell up out of there. Because she knows that if he dies, she's out on her ass. She knows that. She also knows he's probably selfish with money. I told him his dog was limping for the past couple months. Did he take him to the vet? No. He's shrugging it off like, well. These are signs. These are signs. These are all red flags. All red flags. And he admitted that he had confrontations with his wife. Probably had them all the time. You know why? Because he's a stubborn bastard. And when he don't want to do something, he ain't gonna damn do it. But see, if he's not the type to cheat, which I don't know, because everything I thought I knew about him is false. That's why I tell you, don't rush. When you get to know people, even if it's a friend, don't rush. Take your time, because when they finish being fake nice, you'll see the real them. Time always reveals the truth. Time always reveals the truth. Time always reveals the truth. So you don't rush. You don't go Speedy Gonzalez. You take your time. And the real them pops out. And you're going, oh shit, what? Right. I think he's pushing his disabled daughter. I think he's pushing her to go to work because he busted his ass to make his money. And you need to bust your ass to make yours. I know you're disabled. I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear that. Disabled or not, you need to make that money. That's what I did. That's his mentality. He doesn't say it, but shit, it's obvious. Why would you push a disabled person to go to work? Why would you lie? Well, he's stupid, so he probably thought it's true. Why would you say she getting free government money when you know god dang well we all pay into that? Look at what you're supposed to take home and look at how much you do take home. There's your sign. There's just so many rude, jacked up things that the truth is revealed. If I had a disabled kid that I'm responsible for, whether I birthed them or I didn't, it makes no difference. And if I think something could happen to me and they're financially at a disadvantage, I'm going to make sure they're straight if something happens to me. That's not something someone would have to encourage me to do. I would do it. Because to me, that's common sense. This person's on a fixed income. And whether you're a narcissist, which I'm pretty sure he is. He's a toxic son of a bitch. You just don't, when you're stubborn like that to the point of, I'm not bending for no damn body, you don't need to be getting married. You don't need to be getting married. And ladies, take your time. Men, women, take your time. Don't be rushing. Don't rush, don't rush, don't rush. Because if it's a man or woman, makes no difference. If they've got toxic traits like obstinance, that is a narcissistic trait. I ain't bending for nobody. I said no, and that's it, and I'm not doing it, and I got 25,000 reasons why I can't do it. That's another narcissistic trait. Not only stubborn as a fucking bull, but the endless excuses and reasons why they won't do something. The real reason is because you want it done, so based on that alone, I'm not doing it. Based on the fact that you want that, I'm not going to do it. That is narcissistic. And based on those nasty traits, nobody needs that. A person like that don't need to get married. And if you're the healthy person and they're a toxic person, do not marry this person because you will regret it. You will regret. Oh God, is that a bee? I don't know what that is. Get out of here. Sorry. I don't know what that is. It might have been a lightning bug. Whatever it is, get the hell out of here. So, don't marry somebody who's obstinate. That goes beyond stubborn. That's just bullheaded to the 1000th degree. You know, friends or relationship, it makes no difference. Get rid of this person. They can be stubborn and bullheaded on their own. Okay? They can be toxic on their own. They can belittle your education on their own. Let them look in the mirror and be bullheaded to themselves and insult themselves and insult their own reflection in the mirror. We're not going to put up with that shit. Period. I don't care who you are. Okay? Narcissistic like crazy. And those of you out there who you have disabled kids, and I'm sure you made arrangements for them to be taken care of if something happens to you, especially if your adult children have issues and you know that, you 70, 80, whatever years old, and you know that you want to look out for your kid. Nobody would have to sit you down and try to talk sense into you as to how to protect them financially. You would already do it if you're a healthy parent. You would already do it. Okay? You would already do it because that's the smart, common sense thing to do. That's the non-toxic thing to do. That's the healthy thing to do. Let me cover my flesh and blood in case something happens to me. And like my friend said about his behavior, he said, well, he's revealing his true colors. I said, yes, he is. Oh, yes, he is. The nice guy act is over. It's all done now. Something's too good to be true. Chances are it's too good to be true. Much love. You guys take care. Bye-bye.